Hey Sag Rising, this is Astro Dim here doing the Astro Tarot for you September for Sagittarius rises for September 2018. I've been trying to do this for the longest time. I'm having weird Mercury retrograde type things happening. I believe that we are having a conflicted Mercury right now. I forgot what degree Sun and Mercury is, but it's definitely not a Kazemi. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Sun and Mercury is retrograding, but it ain't retrograding in the right way. Not retrograding, conjuncting. See, I'm talking crazy. Goodness gracious. Somebody help me, please. Somebody please help me. Anywho, let's split these cards and see what's up. Right, Sag, rising. I already shuffled these, okay? Just to let you know. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sag. All right. Okay. I'm just going to pick up from the top. Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, the Lovers, Three of Swords, the Empress, Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the Death card, Wheel of Fortune, sweet. Ten of Cups, sweet. Queen of Pentacles, nice. Um, Six of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. All right. We got some nice cards up in here. All right. So the Queen of Swords, um, for your overall energy is this could be you, or this could be a feminine air sign energy. But you know, I feel like you're being stern, or someone is being stern while talking to you. They are a little bit direct, or you are being direct. I feel like it's split. Like for some of y'all, this is somebody. For some of y'all, this is you. So please keep that in mind and see what resonates. And, you know, there's some intelligence with this person. They're very smart. They're very quick-tongued, short-tempered, and stern when they talk. Okay. Um, this could be somebody. This could be the energy that is around you. This could be your energy. So just be watchful of that. Be watchful of yourself and for the people who may be acting similarly to this. Okay. It's a good chance this person has feminine air sign energy. Okay. Four of Swords for the first house. So you're obviously stuck in your own mind, stuck in a certain way of thinking, um, just stuck within your own thoughts. And it's obvious, everyone can see it. Everyone can see it. So I don't know if you want people to see it or not, but I just want you to make sure you're aware of that, okay? You look like you're in some inner turmoil. And comfort within a certain way of thinking, and you don't want to get out of it. Honestly, you know, I love all the signs. I love Sag, which is a beautiful energy. But the thing is that you're mutable too. And so your passions change. So you be into something and then you be into something else, and so you be into something else. But the thing is, when you're into that thing, you're so passionate with how you feel about that thing that you're sort of indignant with it, but you're going to move on to something else eventually anyway. So you're trying to being kind of like this haughty indignant person even needing to be, you know what I mean? And I feel like with me saying all of that, that maybe now you feel kind of unwantedly stuck in this way of thinking because you've been thinking that way for so long. You've been promoting it. You don't even think that way anymore. But now you've been promoting it so hard that you feel like now you have to go through it. That, I don't know. Let me know if y'all kind of feel that way. And please don't be offended by me calling you indignant, because I'm a Capricorn and I'm stubborn as fuck. So all of us got some weaknesses to us. Okay, so I don't want you to feel like I'm trying to diss y'all, because I love y'all. I really do. Sag Risings be really supporting the kid. So I love y'all to death. Please, this is just me being honest. Okay. Um, so just I want to add that information there to you. Sorry, y'all. All right, so here I see that you met somebody. Um, you're super duper into them, and they are. You kind of feel like they're a soulmate, but what they're doing to you, which is lovely, is they're building your confidence up. They're making you feel good about yourself. They're making you understand how worthy you are in all aspects of life, emotional, spiritual, financial. It is making you feel like, yes, I am worthy, yes, I am special enough, and then helping you build your confidence up, which is beautiful energy right there. With the Lovers card, I also see, somebody literally investing into you, wanting to become your partner, financial partner, business partner, and they are invested in you and they want to give you some money, some goods to help you out. Um, so yeah, I definitely see that for sure. Um, another thing that I see too, is that Pluto and Saturn's in here, right? And so I feel like this is kind of a blessing that you are getting, because you kind of took your authority within your self-worth. You took your authority connected to your self-confidence and material worth. And now in turn, you're getting that blessing from that other person who wants to help you financially, who wants to help build you up, and continuously build you up. So when you're randomly feeling down, they can pull you back up, financially, emotionally, whatever. You know what I mean? And with Pluto being here too, it's all connected to empowerment. This person empowers you to be stronger, empowers you to not be afraid to be intimate, whether romantically or platonically, empowers you to like be strong and be able to handle things on your own. So this is a good person in your life that's coming in, okay? If this is not a person, this could be two aspects of you. And so one aspect of you, maybe a higher self or a spiritual part of you, or you of another dimension, is spiritually guiding this version of you on this earth in this dimension, and trying to help you in all the ways that I've said before, help your self-worth and your financial worth, okay? So with all that being said, keep your eyes open, both your third, or your third eye included, so your third eye can see the psychic connection between those things. And keep your eyes and ears open in the physical realm as well, because this person might be manifested um, through personification, through actual physical body. Um, Third house at the Three of Swords. So this is quite simple. You are literally cutting off certain ways of thinking, certain ways of speaking. You don't resonate with anymore, and you are just cutting out the weeds, which is like your old way of thinking and speaking and communicating, and um, even maybe an old community. You're cutting, or even like a relationship you have with a sibling. And you're not cutting the sibling off, but you're cutting the way you think about them off. Um, you're cutting that off so you can grow as a person. You are this root plant, and the way of thinking is this thing that's being cut off here. You know what I mean? You realize that a certain way of talking and a certain way of thinking is not helping you at all. It's not resonating with your current life, and so you're done with it. Straight up. Mars is here. So, with Mars being in Aquarius and in your third house, right? You've been reflecting on this for a bit. You've been reflecting on how you communicate, how you talk, how you think, how your community is, and you really are coming to the conclusion this month, like, yo, this doesn't resonate with me, so I have to let it go. I have to let it go. It doesn't resonate. I have to let it go. And you are doing that. And so you're may not be taking the physical steps now, but you're having the self-realization this month about certain aspects of your life that, or certain ways of talking, certain ways of thinking that you need to cut off. Okay. Um, Empress in the fourth house. I think you might be, some Sag risings might be pregnant. Be careful, please, if you're not wanting that. But if you are wanting that, congrats. That's beautiful. Um, yeah, some Sag risings can be pregnant. The Empress card is the mother card, is in the mother house. But you could be also nurturing and helping yourself grow emotionally. I said nurturing. Wow, you're nurturing yourself so you can grow beautifully in an emotional sense. You may be nurturing your family and your whether they're your immediate family or the family that you've actually birthed within yourself or that you created yourself. You help nurturing their emotions too, so they could be both emotionally intelligent and all other kinds of intelligent too. But yeah, this is you just trying to provide. You providing, supporting in all different types of ways, nourishing, loving. Um, Very Venusian type of card, but it's on a mothering side of it. You know what I mean? Um, Fifth house, Ace of Pentacles. You're having a new financial beginning with a creative endeavor that you have. You may not be getting all the coins at this moment, but the opportunity is there. And you can, when you do get the coin, it's going to be lots of coin. Okay? So keep going at that creative endeavor. And the creative endeavor doesn't necessarily mean artistic or creative, like as in what we see creative. It's anything that is of you, anything that you created yourself. You know what I mean? Um, so this could honestly even be a new practical beginning with a kid. You might be having some children, Sag risings, but beyond that, like you are just having this new beginning, and it's going to be a part of your practical everyday life. And but it's what the cool thing about it though is that is a part of, it's something that you created, it's a part of your self-expression, it's something that you implemented, something that you did knowingly, you know what I mean? So kudos to that, and kudos to the coin. I'm very excited for y'all. um, Sixth house has the Knight of Cups. I kind of see somebody asking you to work for them. I do. I see someone literally trying to show all the stops and show you, like, come on, work with me or work for me or be my business partner, something like that. It could be also someone wanting to be in your life romantically. They're like, I want to be a part of your everyday life. I want to live with you. I want to move in with you. I want you to be a part of my life. I want to talk to you every day. Could be that, especially with the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is a very romantic card. This might be a creative person, artistic person. Just trying to really show you what how life could be if you're with them every single day. So that's definitely something you should consider and think about. Someone's begging, vining for your attention. Okay. Another thing too is that this honestly could be anyone. This is a Knight of Cups, so it could be somebody who is, you have, um, they have novice information compared to the information that you have or the knowledge that you have, and they're trying to have you be their mentor and to help improve their everyday life as well. So that's something to consider as well. Okay. You have the Death card for your seventh house. Golly, you're going through a transformation in a relationship. This transformation could be positive or negative, but you're definitely going through this transformative period within relating to people. So this could happen three ways. This could happen with you having some self-realizations and realizing that, hey, I don't relate to people the best way. It's hard for me to be compatible with folks. It's hard for me to connect with folks and just shoot the shit and vibe with them. So I really need to start changing this part of my life, right? This could happen this way where you are with somebody and you need to end the relationship straight up. Like it could be romantic relationship, it could be platonic relationship, whether whether it's romantic, platonic, or business, right? It's someone that you are close with, someone that you can vibe with, someone that you can really relate to. You're cutting that off. This could be cutting enemies off too, realizing who your enemies are and just cutting them off. And thirdly, this could be a transformative, positive transformative relationship where you're moving to the next level. You're moving on. You probably experienced some tough shit in a relationship. And you're realizing that, okay, we need to end certain things, um, in certain aspects of your relationship, in a sense of like, not bringing up the that's actually the main thing I see. Honestly, like you kind of letting go certain things and having a realization. It's like either we let this go and stay together, or we don't let this go and we break up. You're kind of going through those kind of thoughts and transformations and ideas, and you're becoming really. This could also be you moving to the next level in a relationship. And you're becoming really intimate, and when you think about like honestly, death and transformation, right? In relationship wise, like eighth house wise and shit, you kind of see it as, the death is the death of you as an individual. Um, and the rebirth is the rebirth of you and this person becoming together as one. So that might be you kind of stepping up into the relationship, move into the next level of relationship. This could even indicate marriage too, believe it or not. So, yeah, especially, actually, let me stop right there. No, I'm going to keep going because it just connects too good. Especially with this Wheel of Fortune in the eighth house. The wheel is going to turn into your favor. The eighth house represents intimate relationships, emotional bonding, shared worth, shared money. So that means that you are going to have the wheel turn in your favor, and you might get together with that soulmate, meet that soulmate, marry that soulmate. It's gonna just be in your favor. It's gonna work out dope for you, and I'm very excited for you, Sag Risings. You deserve it. You definitely deserve it. That's dope ass energy. If it's not connected to a relationship, it could be with shared money. You could be winning the lottery, winning a class action suit. You're just somehow getting somebody's money, and it's yours. Okay, without you having to like earn it. You know what I mean? So like inheritances, like shit like that. Like you getting someone's money without you earning it. It even could be a person that you have an emotional bond with, the person that you're with romantically, gets a raise and you benefit from it. Could be something like that too. But let me kind of go back to the planets because I didn't even touch on that. There's nothing in Sag. I talked about Cap and Pluto being here. I talked about Mars being here. Pisces. I didn't talk about Neptune in your fourth house. So you might be seeing, okay, I see two things. Remember I said you could be having a kid, you could be pregnant. Um, with Neptune being retrograde, you may either think you're pregnant and you're not, or you don't think you're pregnant and you are. So regardless, take the pregnancy test, an official one with the blood work and shit, just to verify that. Also, I see, with you nurturing your emotions and nurturing, like healing yourself, healing your family, healing your partner, and kind of really reflecting on your life, your private moments within your life and your emotions. You're strengthening your intuition stronger and stronger, and kind of cutting away at the disillusions and self-sabotage that is flooding your life, that was a part of your life and really stopped you from being the most highest version of you. Okay, so that's what I definitely see there. um, Aries is here. Chiron is in Aries. So, with Chiron being in your fifth house and you having the Ace of Pentacles, right? You actually went through a self realization. And, nope, I'm sorry. Hello, I just saw, hold on one second. I just saw a comment. Um, okay. Okay, so this is not for Sag Suns, it's for Sag risings, okay? But you might be able to benefit from this because I did a reading for Taurus risings, and a Taurus sun actually resonated with the reading too. So, you know, you might be able to get something out of this, okay? But this is specifically for Sagittarius ascendant or Sagittarius risings, okay? So, Chiron being in the fifth, right? You know, I see that there have been some childhood traumas connected to your personality persona and your appearance, which kind of stopped you or hindered you from being motivated and determined and driven to show your creative self, to be self-expressive, to kind of just enjoy life and not having to worry about someone ridiculing you. You went through a eureka moment with that and healed some part of your Chiron lesson. And so now you have this new financial beginning because you realize that, you know what, I am creative, I am cool, I do create bomb things, I am a genius. So I'm going to make a new beginning and have some money off of that, okay? Um, Taurus is here for you. Uranus is in Taurus with the Knight of Cups here too. You know, I see, you know, the more you kind of are your authentic, original self, the more you actually end up being more confident with yourself and realizing your self-worth. And while you're doing that, um, you know, other people are going to be attracted to you and want to be a part of your life. You've been doing that great, honestly, and that's why this Knight of Cups is coming at you. The thing is that Uranus is retrograde, so you've been working on this inwardly, and your inward energy is shining bright outwardly, and that's why you're attracting these people who are trying to show you how great they are and how they want you to be a part of their everyday life, okay? I really feel like this is somebody else. This could be you doing that to somebody, but I really think this is somebody else doing that to you. Let me know if you feel that that's accurate, okay? Um, and you're welcome. um, so, um, Gemini's here. Nothing's in Gemini, so I already talked about that. Cancer's here. Nothing's in Cancer, so I already talked about that fully. Now we're going to go into the ninth house, which is ruled by Leo. You have the Ten of Cups for the ninth house. That's dope. You're going to be traveling, and you're going to have a lot of fun. If you're not traveling this month, definitely try to travel. And when I mean travel, I mean go to the other side of the country. Go to the other end of the country, go outside of the country. You have to go out and experience life that's totally different from yours. You're going to really have some emotional fulfillment. It's going to wake you up emotionally and change your way of thinking in your life for, you know, for a while. So definitely consider that. But regardless, if you don't have the time or the money for that, which I completely understand because I don't either, but if you don't have time for that, right? And if you're not traveling, what's dope is that you kind of found a philosophy, a belief, a religion that you greatly, greatly resonate with, and it is giving you so much emotional fulfillment and making you think of things in a totally different way, and it's just really strengthening you inside and out. So that's amazing energy there. You have the Queen of Cups for the 10th house, right? Queen of Cups is really interesting. This is the total surrender type of energy. You know, they're just not really given a care about trying to control their life. They're surrendering to the energies of the universe and letting it flow. So, you know, this is your 10th house. And so you feel this way about your career. You feel this way about your reputation and status, and so people may seem like you're being like a hippy dippy type of person. Um, who cares? Just do what's comfortable with you. This might be actually someone in your life who is like that, and you kind of look up to them, and you think that's really cool. And it could be too that you're trying to have a certain status or reputation or build your career, but you have a boss who's like this too. So that could resonate that way as well. Um, you have the Six of Swords for your 11th house, right? So this is showing me that you're being quite reflective about your friends, who should be your friends, who should be in your circle, who you should trust in your non-immediate family, how you should tighten up your circle. That's all that's about. Okay. So gotta go back here. Virgo is in your not Virgo. Yeah, Virgo. Sorry. Yeah, Virgo is in your is your 10th house, right? Which is funny because Queen of Cups give me kind of Pisces vibes. So the Sun and Mercury is going to be here first. And so I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually someone in your life who's like this. You have this hippy dippy person who has control of your career, status, or reputation. But maybe this could be like a self realization moment where you're like, since you're a Virgo, Virgo midheaven person, that you're like, you know what? I can't organize everything. I can't treat everything like a routine. I can't have a policy and procedure for everything. I need to surrender. This might be the self-realization moment that you have in the beginning of the month, in the mid month. But then the Sun and Mercury is going to move over to your 11th house, and so you're going to stop focusing on that and focus more on the people who you keep. The people who are around you, who are in your network. Um, you're wondering if they're actually causing some hindrance in your status, your reputation, and your career. You know what I mean? And you might be just kind of reflecting on them to see if you need to add certain people or leave certain people or communicate with certain people within your circle. Okay. Tarot Nova deck. I think that's it. I don't know. I'm not sure what this deck is, honestly, because I lost everything, the box, the book, everything. So I'm not quite sure. But if it's Tarot Nova, thank you for letting me know. Lastly, you have the Eight of Pentacles for the 12th house. So I feel like this is a story here. Okay. Um, I feel like now you're really trying to understand holistically, like why you're not at a certain spot in your life. This could explain why you've been so stern and like you're intelligent, you're smart, but you've been stern and kind of annoyed and yippy because you feel like you're kind of stuck. You kind of want to get out, and you do have good things happening in your life, especially in the relationship front and you being a creative front, but there's other things that you want to um, strengthen. So you're working at it. You're working on it on a spiritual way. In a spiritual way, you're working at it um, in a more. Um, I'm trying to think of a good way to say it. You are like kind of treating it kind of Virgo like, believe it or not. I know I keep mentioning Virgo for y'all, but you're kind of like, okay, let me kind of plan out and organize how I should go about this. Like, I have this thing that I need to focus on. Let me try to work on it. But you're doing it spiritually, right? One thing I just want to make sure you're aware of is it's wonderful to do spiritual work. It's amazing to do spiritual work. It's amazing if you're not spiritual, do work connected to your self-undoing and your self-sabotaging ways. That's lovely, right? But just know that you don't do spiritual work like you do work on earth. Like, not everything's so tangible and physical. You have to really use your emotions, use use your intuition to really work on those things. So yes, you work on them similarly, but you can't use physical things. You can't like use tangible things. You have to work on the emotion end of it. I know Sag energy doesn't like being emotional, but you have to. Because the thing is, that's dope about Sag energy is that y'all are immutable. Immutable people can literally make anything happen if they want and with ease. But what's difficult with air and with fire signs, mutable air, mutable earth signs, honestly, mutable fire kind of too, but at least y'all have some fire, so that's passion and that's connected to emotions. But what's difficult for them is that they're like earth and air, just so stuck on logic, right? And stuck on like the physical and practical and what's in front of them. And Sag is a little stuck on what they want, what they literally want, but not what they need. And so like that's what's the thing that's kind of blocking them a little bit. So try to, it's good to do spiritual work, but try to work on it, but also surrender to the emotions that are around you too. Okay. But yeah, to kind of go back to, I said, talked about this being Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Now, Scorpio, just to let y'all know, um, Venus and Jupiter is in Scorpio in your 12th house. So it makes sense that you are working really hard on your philosophies because Jupiter represents philosophies, but the ninth house does too. So you found something that you really resonated with, and now you're doing the spiritual work that you need to kind of follow this philosophy and get the best out of life, get the best out of that way of thinking, so your life could be a little bit better, or not a little bit better, a lot of it better. And that's awesome. Venus is here too, so that means that the desires that you want spiritually and just in your life in general, you are going to get. So that's really, really dope. Okay. So that is the reading, guys, for Sag Risings for September 2018. Please comment, like, subscribe, share, care, all that good stuff. Um, Also, be sure to check out the description box, because if you're interested in a personal reading, or if you're interested in my Patreon and my special videos that I have that are on Patreon but not on YouTube, if you're interested in my social media, anything, my podcast, you could check it out and get the information from there. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of September. Okay. Much love. Peace.